Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I wear my headband wigs. Alright, so today I wanted to come on here and I wanted to show you guys a little bit more in depth about this cool thing right here, which is a headband wig. I had a lot of questions about the wig that I was wearing, how I put it up, and all of that. So I wanted to just do a video strictly on showing you guys a little bit more about what a headband wig is and also how I wear it and how I put it up in a ponytail, because I know that was a question that was specifically asked by multiple people. So this right here is a headband wig. So we're gonna go ahead and go into that. Before we do, I wanted to remind you guys of a couple things. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. We're gonna be doing a huge wig giveaway when we hit 5,000 subscribers. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notifications on all the videos I do in the future. And give me a like on this video, guys. I'd really appreciate it. So now that we've gotten all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this headband wig. I highly recommend this one in particular if it's something that you have been interested in looking at but didn't want to spend a bunch of money on. This is a great starter one just to kind of get a feel for it. I haven't had it for very long. I can't speak to the length of how long it's gonna last. So far, I've worn it multiple times. I wear it up, I brush it and everything like that. I don't really have any issues with it tangling too bad or anything like that. So it's a decent synthetic headband wig. They're super popular right now, especially with summer. We all wanna have gorgeous, beautiful hair, but we also don't wanna be hot. So we wanna have something we can put up. And that's the great thing about this. So let's go ahead and go over a little bit construction-wise of how these work. And then I'll go ahead and show you guys how I actually wear it and style it. So this headband wig, if you look here, one thing I do really like about this one in particular is it is a closed weft, which I always prefer closed wefts. It's personal preference. I know a lot of people like the open wefts because they're cooler, and I'm sure that there are ones like this out there if you prefer that. It does have like the mesh, which I like too, so it still breathes. It's not like very, very constricting or too hot. And then it has like these side panels here that are more material, but the whole middle part is like a mesh kind of closed weft system. So it really doesn't feel too hot, but it also is nice and closed, which I like. I feel like the hair lasts longer when it's closed weft because you're kind of preventing some of that friction of it rubbing against your own hair and your own scalp underneath your head. So this one here, like I said, closed weft, and then it has this these clips in it. It's got one clip here in the front. It has two clips on the side like every other wig. And then it has the bottom clip like all of our wigs do as well. But the one difference is it has this one right here in the middle, which this is very important, and I will show you guys why when I put it on. So they do put a nice amount of clips in here, and you can always add more. If you feel like you want to secure it a little bit more, you can always put like 2 more right here on the side or anything like that. I do have a video where I show you guys how to install more wig combs if you're wanting more combs inside of your cap. I can put that right here for you guys as well if you want to check that out. And that's like a really quick, easy way just to show you how to add combs to your wig if you buy one of these and maybe it doesn't have as many, or you want to add some more. Another big difference with these wigs versus regular wigs is it's not going to have those straps here in the back to adjust the cap size. So that's important. Make sure you check to see what the original circumference obviously is of it without that. And if you are more on the petite side, you might want to look and see if they have like a petite version of this, but it's a pretty standard cap. I think it said it was 21 inches, so it should fit, or 21.5. I would have to double check that. So yeah, so this one I don't have an issue with the size, but just double check if you really have a very, very small head circumference, maybe look into a petite version, which I'm sure those are out there. But it's really not crazy big deal because what they put here instead of that the straps in the back to adjust is your headband piece, which you can adjust as well and make the wig tighter. So going into that, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I put this on and how I style it. So this is pretty much just a hard front wig that's been attached to this headband with these straps here. It has Velcro. It's very similar to like a wig grip in the construction. And one thing I will say with this, I highly recommend if you have a wig grip, this is really gonna help you a lot with securing the wig. So I would just put a wig grip on. Once I have it on, I'm actually gonna take the wig grip and I'm gonna slide it back a little bit behind my hairline. And I know that that's not usually what we would do. Normally we would have it right there flush on our hairline. But with the clips and everything, I'll show you guys why I like to slide this back a little bit. Let me just make sure it's right in the right spot. So I slide it back, about a ½ inch back, so that some of this hair here is here, and that's really gonna be where we're gonna be securing the clip. So I'll show you why in a second. if you have this right here, then your headband is gonna be like here and you're not gonna have a forehead. So then I'm gonna take this, you're gonna do like that half bowl kind of cup like I usually recommend when you're putting your wig on. All right, and it is gonna feel loose right now because we haven't tightened the band or anything, but I just clipped that back clip into the wig grip so it's stuck there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take this and I'm gonna go ahead and clip these clips here as well into my wig grip. And like I said here, you have a little bit of this hair, and that's fine because the you have to kind of account for the fact that that headband is gonna come down past where the hairline is. So once you get all those clips in, you're gonna go ahead and you have these straps here. Now this is where I struggled for a while trying to figure out the best way to do this because obviously it's Velcro, so like you're trying to keep all this hair from sticking to it and everything like that. So the best way to do this is to actually flip your head upside down. So I'm gonna do that. I wanted to explain it to you first. I'm not trying to talk to you while I do it, but you're gonna wanna flip your head upside down and then you're gonna take these straps and you're going to bring them around to the back just like a wig grip, and you're gonna tighten them to your comfort level. So obviously this is the part where like if you have a larger head, you wouldn't need to tighten it as much. Smaller, you wanna go as, you know, a little bit tighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. And I just kind of also just take the hair like this and like almost like a hair tie situation and then just flip my head over. All right, so now I've got that attached and I do leave the headband kind of on the top part of my ears. You don't have to, I just find I have on the bigger side ears, so when I do untuck them from the band, I feel like it just makes them like stick out, and I'm not a fan of that look. So you can absolutely wear it however you want. And it also kind of shows my sideburns if I do that too, and my hair is a lighter brown and this hair is you know, dark black, so I don't want to see my sideburns and all that. But if you have hair that matches this, then obviously it doesn't matter and you can wear it that way. All right, so now we have this here, and obviously you could just wear it like this and go about your day, and it's still super pretty. It looks really nice. And as you can see, like I said, with pulling that wig grip back, now this is sitting exactly where I want it to. And if you feel like it's still too low, you can kind of just take this and do a little shimmy and slide it back until it's where you want it on your forehead. But yeah, so this right here, obviously we're done. We could just walk out of the house like this if we wanted to. One of the nice little bonuses of a lot of these headband wigs, this one in particular, is, I got my head here a second, they come with headbands as well. So this one came with 3 random headbands. They don't really let you pick. I believe it always comes with this leopard one, and then it came with these 2 like blue ones. One has some gray in it and one has like pink in it. So they do give you these nice thick headbands, which is nice because you obviously might want to change, you know, you might not want it to be a black headband, or you might want something a little bit different. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here to show you guys what I would do with the headband. I like to take it where it has this little knot twist, and you can also go on Amazon and buy just like solid ones as well. They don't have the design or anything, but these ones are super cute. And like I said, it came with the wig. So I just take it, I pull it down on my neck, pull all the hair out here, and then I just line it up and get it like this. And then you just take these bands and you just kind of stretch them out and make them wider until they're covering everything that you want them to cover, covering that bottom black band that's already attached. And then I pull it up like this and we are good to go. I struggled with this when I first got the wig on, figuring out how to get it up and get it nice and secure and not too tight to where it felt like it was, you know, gonna fall off my head. And again, something that worked really well for me was flipping my head upside down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And the first step you're gonna wanna do is I would either take like a small hair tie. I like these ones right here. Something that's gonna be a little bit of a tighter, snug fit. You don't wanna use a scrunchie at first because it's just gonna slowly slide, especially with synthetic wigs. I find scrunchies are great and they're awesome, but they tend to kind of slowly just slip because the wig's a little slippery. So I like to get something a little bit more substantial. So this right here is just like a normal hair tie, ponytail, whatever you guys call them. I know everybody calls them something different. And I'm gonna go ahead and flip my head upside down, and I'm going to take it and get it all up where I want it to be and secure in this. I'm gonna flip my head over and I'll come back up and explain exactly what I'm doing. All right, so once I flip my head over, And then I kind of take my hand and just get this hair tie, or get this pony exactly where I want it. It really depends too on how high you want to wear this. I like to wear it decently high, so it has a nice little volume to it. But if you want to wear it lower, you absolutely can. That's the nice thing about this, because it has the headband going all the way around. You can wear it completely up and none of your hair is going to show. So once I get this where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and take that hair tie. And you don't want to do it too tight, because you'll start to feel the wig kind of sliding off your head if you do it too tight. But you want to get it tight enough to where it's secure and it's not going to go anywhere. And I'm going to wrap this around until I feel like it's, you know, nice and snug on there. Make sure you're pulling all the hair through. And that's the other thing I like about these kind of hair ties versus the scrunchies too, is I can get it a little bit tighter. And then you're just going to take it like you normally would with a normal hair tie and just kind of give it a little tug to get it to have that nice volume there, like this. And this is a pretty good spot. You could come up even higher if you want to, but I kind of like it just to be right back there, so it has this nice volume, but it's not like falling in my face. And then this is where I would take a cute scrunchie, so like something like this, or a little bit of a puffier type scrunchie, and then add that to it to kind of also help with the volume, but also hide that little rubber band hair tie that we used, because this just gives you a nicer look. And you can also at this point with the scrunchie do like a messy bun or any other style that you really wanted to do. I just like to put that hair tie in there with the initial pony just to kind of give it some security, so I know it's not going to start falling out and I don't have to fix it halfway through the day, because it is, you know, kind of a pain in the butt to have to flip your head over, you know, in the middle of wherever you're at and fix it. So then there we go. So then we've got the hair tie in there, and it also kind of adds a little more poof and volume. I have all sorts of colors happening right now, and this is not like a good matchy look, but that's okay. For learning purposes, it's fine. And then at this point, if you wanted to pull some of this hair, kind of loosen it up, you can play around with it, you can piece it together, you can do all of that, but it's really nice and simple. At this point, you can go ahead and just kind of brush your ends. One thing I do recommend, because I made this mistake the first time, take your hand and kind of hold right here while you're brushing here, because otherwise if you brush, you're gonna kind of slowly feel this kind of sliding up a little bit, but it is nice and secure. Like I can pull on this and it's really not going anywhere. The only place I really feel it ever slide is on my ears, and then I can kind of just adjust it. And more so, I think it's really more this headband than the actual headband wig itself. That is very secure because of all those clips that we just put into it. And that's why I feel like having that clip in the front, the clips here on the side, and the clip in the back really, really matter. So if you buy one of these and you don't see those clips in there, I highly, highly recommend adding some clips in there, because it's gonna feel so much more secure, especially because I feel like when I'm wearing one of these like hair tie up in a ponytail kind of wigs, it's normally because I'm gonna go out and be out and do something, and you don't want your wig falling off. And this is definitely not going anywhere. So this is it. I'll just kind of turn around so you guys can see. And then this is the back. So again, like you can't really see anything. This headband kind of hides all of that connection where the headband wig and everything is as well. So just make sure you have this kind of up and covering everything, because obviously remember, now everyone can see the back of your head, which I know we're not really used to with our wigs, but they can definitely see this part now because you have your hair up. So just make sure you have this nice and covered where you want it to go. Or again, if you pull it down and you just want to have it like this, you can, but you're going to see this strap right here, which is why I recommend wearing these with a headband. And even if you just want to go on Amazon and buy a black headband to put over it, that way it just hides that the Velcro piece, because there's obviously no other way to hide it other than putting a headband over it. So that's really it. It's super easy to wear. I love how easy it is. That's one of my favorite things about it, because when it comes to like my normal wigs back here, I usually, if I wear them in a ponytail, I'm wearing them in a low pony, which I don't tend to like because they start to kind of get poofy and matted, because now I'm wearing them on the back of my neck, whereas where I try to avoid wearing my wigs, because we all know that if we wear our wigs back there, that's where all the rubbing happens and that's where the matting really gets bad. So this kind of helps solve that problem. If I want to wear a ponytail for that day, I can throw one of these on. And they come in all different colors. They've got blondes, browns, reds, everything under the sun. So you don't have to just get a black one. They have tons of them. Just make sure you're checking reviews. Make sure if you want to put any heat to it that it's heat safe. A lot of these headband wigs are not heat safe. So just make sure you check that. Again, like I said, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell to get notifications on all the videos I do in the future. Give me a like on this video if you guys found it helpful. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.